So it begins. Shout out to Sporting Icons, Hatman Strikes Back, and several other boxing channels. Oh yeah, and Eddie Hearn himself, and my own self. Because, all of us were going around saying that it was a little bit suspicious that there was no fight date, fight venue. And all of us were questioning the legitimacy of this fight. Is this fight going to take place? Is this... We were questioning it, right? Well, it looks like we were right, because apparently, all these sources that I'm reading, apparently Fury is starting to think, you know what, maybe I shouldn't fight Deontay Wilder next, because maybe I'm not ready just yet. It seems that Fury has thought to himself, and it seems that Fury really wants to become a champion again, and he realizes that the best way he's going to be able to do this is if he is 100% prepared, basically. So he's basically using his brain. If these reports are true, he's basically using his brains, and he's thinking to himself, you know what, I gotta have a couple more fights, because apparently he's having second thoughts about facing Wilder just yet. He's not ducking Wilder. He's just thinking to himself, let me have other fights to get myself in the best condition. So, then I see Wilder going around saying, no, that's not true, we're still gonna fight. He's gonna be humiliated, yada 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 yada. Listen, it all makes sense now. This is why there was no date or anything or venue or anything, because I made a video the other day. Maybe this was all just a fake staged event, making it seem like they were gonna fight just to get them in the public eye, just to have boxing fans talking about them, but then they weren't actually gonna get through with this. So yeah, there you have it. I guess I have a big feeling, because I was thinking maybe like 3 weeks before the fight, somebody was gonna get injured, because these things, or these supposedly things, happen for they get injured. I was thinking that maybe Tyson Fury was gonna come out with something like, he got injured in training camp, so he can't fight Wilder next. But he's just straight out saying it, or the reports are saying he's straight out saying it, that he is second guessing himself in fighting Wilder right now. So see, this is why Brazil was not, I told you guys, man, this is why Brazil wasn't fighting. Because Brazil's smart, man. Brazil's smart. Brazil said it himself, Wilder has a reputation of not fighting. Of something happening in these fights. You notice how every time we think a fight's gonna happen, a big fight that we want to see against where that involves Wilder, something happens and the fight doesn't get made. And here it is again. Here it is again. Now it's Fury saying that. And again, I'm not blaming Wilder. I'm not saying, oh, Wilder ducked Fury. No. If this fight doesn't get made because Fury felt that he was not ready, then obviously it's Fury's fault that the fight didn't get made. I'm not going to go around saying, chastising Wilder and saying it's his fault. No, it's not his fault. If this is in fact true and the fight doesn't get made because Fury just doesn't feel like he's 100% ready, then obviously it's not Wilder's fault. And he's probably going to fight Brazil then, Personally, I think it's a good thing for Fury, because he needs all the time he can get to get himself prepared for someone like Wilder and Joshua. I would feel the same way if it was Joshua. If I heard that Joshua was going to be facing Tyson Fury in November, I would be saying the same thing. No, let him have 2 more fights at least. Not yet. Do you remember when I first heard this fight was taking place? I made a video saying that I was pissed off that Fury got the opportunity to fight for a championship belt against Wilder when Dillian White was the one who earned it, and he just leapfrogged Dillian White, and I was pissed off. And in that video, I believe I said that Fury needs to concentrate on forget about even fighting Wilder right now. He needs to concentrate on, getting the ring rust off, getting himself back to the best version of himself. Why is he rushing to get this fight? So I've always wanted Fury to, and that was before this fight, before this whole face-off and all that. I've always wanted Fury to have some, proper, because it would be a disadvantage for him if he just fought Wilder right now. Wilder wouldn't, or Joshua, they wouldn't be fighting the best version of him. And then people will come up with excuses. Oh, he's not fighting the best version. So at least have him, give him another 10 months and fight like 3 more times, and then that's a little different against guys who are competitive, So yeah, let's see what happens. We're all just waiting, I guess. Let's see. We're waiting for that. Because, eventually it's going to happen. Eventually we're going to hear the breaking news. The fight between Wilder and Tyson Fury is over. As if it was ever going to happen. But let's see. We're going to have to just wait and see, right? Anyway, guys, I'm out. Thanks for watching.